Anthony on Air Podcast back for another episode brought to you by our good pals over at Hero Soap Company. Link in the description below. We are discussing the return of Sex and the City. Oh my goodness.
My God. Can I just tell you something? I just saw the trailer that Sarah Jessica Parker posted on Instagram, and I screamed. And my husband was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, Sex and the City is coming back. Oh my God, Sex and the City is coming back. He's like, did it already come back?
The return of Sex and the City. Plus, allegedly, Armie Hammer is DMing some crazy messages. We'll talk about that. The Barstool Fund is far exceeding any expectations. And I have a surprise Metallica story to wrap up the episode.
Oh, you're giving Frank CTs right now.
Yeah. Janine can vouch that before we started the show, we did not talk about this. So Frank doesn't know what we're going to be talking about. It's very exciting.
It's something you know that I don't.
I don't know if you know this or not. I don't know.
He's going to get even madder now.
All right, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll have to wait and see.
I won't be mad if you know it. I just, it's weird.
Massive story breaking over the weekend. Sex and the City getting the revival treatment from HBO MAX. Variety confirmed this on Sunday. The new chapter is going to be titled "And Just Like That." As Janine pointed out, they did release a trailer. It features some shots of the city, as the people that are watching on Facebook and YouTube can see, and that classic typing screen that Sarah Jessica Parker used to always narrate over. And you can see the words coming around, and just like that. So there you go. It will be 10 half-hour episodes. It will include, of course, Sarah Jessica Parker, Cynthia Nixon, Kristen Davis, and not Kim Cattrall.
Kim Cattrall.
Or as Frank calls her, what's her face?
What happened with that? I knew that. But they got into a huge fight, didn't they? She and the rest of them?
Well, I'll let the Sex and the City expert on the show discuss this, but my wife informed me prior to the episode here that they never got along, really, to begin with. Is that right?
All right.
That is true. There were rumors of that. There was a picture of me and Kim Cattrall on a...
What does this have to do with Kim Cattrall getting along with the rest of the crew?
I don't know. Just further pushing.
We were actually friendly, obviously. I saw them filming once, the movie, when I was working in the city.
You were in Abu Dhabi?
That's awesome.
And there's a picture of me on some fan site, and it was hysterical.
Is that JanineStalksCelebrities.com? Is that the fan site you're talking about?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much. But I am so excited about this because honestly, I didn't think it would ever happen. They had 2 movies after the series, but they didn't have the series until now.
I know. It's kind of so. And the HBO lineage is interesting, right? Because it was Sex and the City. It was Curb, Entourage, The Sopranos. They've been able to keep Curb Your Enthusiasm going through all these years. Entourage got the movie. It did not do well. Sex and the City got 2 movies. They did super well. In fact, they were talking about a 3rd movie for the longest time, were they not?
I heard the second one tanked. I thought that one tanked.
I thought they both did well, but
I think box office wise they both did well. Maybe critically.
Oh, right. Maybe the movie sucked, but
I don't know.
Of course, you got to go see it, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure, but I know it did well in the box office. And The Sopranos, I think they were talking about a movie for the longest time, and then Gandolfini died. But they're still going to do. They're making a Sopranos prequel. That's been in the works for the longest time.
But a series. They're doing a series.
No, it's a movie. It's
series, right?
They're doing a movie, and I think it's basically in the can. I think they're done with it. They're just waiting to put it out. Called The Many Saints of Newark. So it's going to be about Junior and Tony's dad. Tony's dad and Junior. So we've got that generation.
Oh, how fun.
And his son is going to play him as a younger.
His son is going to play a young Tony Soprano. That's right. Yeah, Gandolfini's son, which is going to be awesome. But for
that's nice.
Yeah. But for Sex and the City, I mean, I feel like this has kind of been their this has been that franchise that, made it, did the movies, did well. I feel like it's their biggest thing going.
I think so. And I honestly cannot wait. Obviously, I was a little young to watch it when it first came out, but I love that show.
It wasn't the 90s. It was 2000, right? After 2000.
No, I think it started in the 90s. It was started.
I think it was 96, 97, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 98.
Yeah.
I have to look that up, but yeah, even when the reruns are on, I watch them like The Office. Like you guys probably watch Seinfeld. I watch Sex and the City.
But
I tried.
You can't. I see. Actually, my husband liked it. He didn't mind it. He didn't.
I've seen some Sex and the City.
I couldn't take it.
I haven't seen all of it though. I don't know.
No.
But Kim Cattrall, you think what are they gonna do with her? Are they gonna kill her off? Is she just gonna mysteriously disappear?
Will. She had cancer, so they probably will kill her off because of that reason.
You think so?
Yeah.
But you think it's true that they definitely did not get along? Because I saw her do an interview somewhere once where she's just like, I have no interest in playing that part. And they were trying to get her to admit like, oh, because you didn't get along with everybody. And she was just like, she kind of said, for lack of a better term, like, we did the show. They threw a ton of money at me for the movies, then they threw a ton more at me to do the sequels. So I just did it. But that's it. I don't want to do it anymore.
They should do a CGI version of her, like they did with like Luke and Princess Leia.
I don't think she's that important. But
I watched The Irishman, and in that I watch a 20-year-old Robert De Niro walk around. So if they can make that happen, they can make.
True.
Yeah.
I mean,
from what I understand, she carried that show. I'm sorry, but she was the
obviously,
funny one.
Like, I loved her. She was my favorite, but it has been known that she is a big bitch.
Oh, so you're saying
you think it's her fault?
You're saying it's her fault, Kim Cattrall's fault.
Yeah, but then also with Sarah Jessica Parker, you never know with her. She comes off as nice. No, I think that's fake.
You think she's
Kim, I've heard, is not nice.
Well, you know her, so
obviously. I mean, I could send you the picture too, and then you guys won't believe me again until you see the picture.
We believe you. We believed you last time. Now, is Big going to be in this rehash?
Oh my god! Oh, if he is in it, oh my god! Oh my god! Please, now I just got excited again, and now I'm going to get hot. Oh my god!
Okay.
Oh my god! Remember my run-in with him too.
Oh, that's right. That story you told.
Met him.
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
You told that story on the podcast. I don't know what episode that was, but it's out there somewhere. All right, so you think it's her fault now, but does it take away? You obviously you're still excited. It doesn't take away from the fact that
yeah.
See, I can't. The only thing I could equate this to is like if Seinfeld came back and they didn't have George. Right. It's like I don't know if I would like it.
That would
still
be
as
weird.
Much. It would be strange.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if I can get into that.
They could probably carry it without her.
You think so? But like you said, she was like your favorite part. You're not gonna.
She was my favorite because people. She was my favorite because people used to say, "Oh my God, you remind me of Kim Cattrall."
And why is that?
I wonder why.
Hope you're liking the light show I'm giving you here.
Exactly. Are you resurrecting yourself from when you were young?
I'm like Predator vision here.
Yeah, so we'll see. When did they say they're going to start?
They're going to start filming in, well, I shouldn't say filming. Production begins late in the spring. So relatively soon, pretty soon, next 2-3 months, they're going to start production on it. 10 half-hour episodes.
Is it going to be pandemic related?
I wonder. I know it is going to follow them. It's going back to the 3 characters in their 50s. So kind of where they've been, and what they've turned into and where they are right now, which is exciting.
That's how the Golden Girls started, in their 50s.
Please, God, don't tell me
That's all I'm saying. They were in their 50s, the 3 of them.
That would be the twist of all time if it turns out that they were the Golden Girls. That would be amazing if they could tie those two.
The whole time, Sex and the
hysterical.
City is the prequel to the Golden Girls.
That would be amazing.
What are they going to talk about then? Metamucil and I don't even know what else.
They moved down to Florida.
Well, but that's the thing, though, because considering that, like, all right, so Janine, you said you were a little young, right? So probably I'd say the average age of the person watching that show was 28, 29, 30, maybe in their early
Right.
30s, when it was coming out in its prime. So they're in their late 40s and 50s. So they're probably, that's who the show is going to really be for.
Exactly. Like for right now, it's going to be between 45 and 50 years old is who's going to be like that's the main people watching it, I guess.
Yeah, the people who
Although,
grew up watching or who watched the original.
Yeah. Now, I mean, without spoilers, there's going to be a couple of spoilers in here. Give me the predictions. Like, where do you think people are at? Did Big and Sarah, they married each other, right? In the movie or in the show?
Yes.
In the movie.
Well,
okay.
In the movie.
They married in the first movie, but the second movie, were they still married?
Yeah, were they still married in the second movie?
Yes, they were.
They were.
Okay.
Right?
I didn't see the second movie. Do you not know?
Now you're making me question what happened.
That's what happens in the second movie? Oh, my wife said that Sarah Jessica Parker cheated in the second movie. And I was like, I don't remember that. But she kissed some other dude.
No, oh.
My wife, that's cheating in my wife's eyes. That's...
Were there any bodily functions?
Yeah.
No.
In my wife's eyes, if you think about kissing another person, that's cheating. That's technically grounds.
It's like when she has a dream about you cheating on her, forget about it.
When she has a dream about me cheating on her, those are rough weeks. I sleep on the couch.
She wakes up mad at you.
Why did you even do that?
See, here's what lost me. Not that here's the line that sums up my feelings about the whole Sex and the City's franchise.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw the coming attraction for the second movie, and this actual line made it into the dialogue. Nobody thought to cut this line from the dialogue. When they walk into a hotel or something and they go, of course.
Where'd they go?
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
They glitch out, and it's very weird. They go. One of them says, "I don't think we're in Kansas anymore."
Yeah.
Like that. You kept that line in the movie, really?
Yeah.
That isn't the most overused thing in the world.
Right.
I mean, that's for me. Just summed up the entire series, just in my eyes. I understand everybody likes it. This is a personal thing for me. I just never got into it because I felt the lines and the writing was very cliched. For me.
Well, it is.
I could be wrong.
It is. But
it is?
I still like it.
It's still entertaining, I'm sure. It's just not my thing. But I get it. I understand. People love it.
So, Janine, where do you think the girls are today? Like, give me the prediction. Is she still married to Big?
I think she's still married to Big. I think they adopted children.
Ooh.
Really?
I think that Kristen Davis is no longer with her husband. Maybe she had another baby.
Okay.
And I think the redhead decided she's a lesbian. Well, she's a lesbian in real life, but I think she decides that she's a lesbian and that's it.
Nice.
I think she's going to run for governor.
Yeah. You do.
And then not win.
No.
All right, so there you go. There's some pretty. What about Mario? What was his name? Steve Pipe Alley. Wasn't he in it?
Oh my God, yes.
Mario Cantone. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think he's definitely still friends with her.
You think he's still in it?
He was friends with which one?
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica.
Doesn't he? Is he with the bald guy or is that Kristen Davis? Kristen Davis
is with the bald guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
There was another bald guy though.
Harry.
There were two bald guys.
Doesn't Mario Cantone, because there were two gay guys, right? Mario Cantone and another gay guy, and didn't they look at each other?
And the bald guy.
And Stanford?
Yes.
Do they get together? They do get together.
Yeah, they do. At one point, they do.
Look at us just having our girl talk.
Look at you.
No idea what's going on. I just know the two bald guys in the show.
Coming up in the second session here, second topic, what the best eyeliner is. And also cucumber facials. So stay tuned.
What else you can do with cucumbers?
Is that all you think women talk about?
Yeah, really.
Come on now.
And how's your
They can
period
talk about
this
whatever
month?
they want. Makeup tutorials.
Men and why
Actually,
they
I like
cheat
the
on us in our
tutorials.
dreams. Coming up on the next podcast. It's going to be
Bastards.
very exciting. Very, very exciting. All right. So there you go. There's the predictions. I just feel bad for poor Kim Cattrall because I feel like this is going to be the story. Like she's not in it. But
Yeah,
do they have to
definitely.
pay her?
No.
If they use her,
I
only
don't
if they
think
use her
so.
image, probably.
Yeah. Even if they just
I
say her
wonder.
name or make reference to her, they don't have to pay. They don't have to pay her for
No,
that.
it's just a character. I mean, unless she's contracted in some weird way.
In fact, they could. I think they could actually take her, take old stuff or stuff that got cut or whatever, and use it, and they don't have to pay her for that either. I don't think.
Ooh.
Flashbacks.
Isn't that what happened to? Well, look at what happened to what's his name in Back to the Future. They
Oh
took.
God.
They were right.
They used his image.
Yeah.
But he didn't agree to it, and he sued and won.
He sued and
really?
won. Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
but it was years. It was like years and years.
Crispin
That's
Glover.
hysterical.
But they had somebody else come in and play that part though, and kind of like sounded like him and stuff, and it was a whole crazy thing.
Yeah, they had someone come in and play the older Crispin Glover character in the future. And it wasn't him, but it looked like him.
But this is a sure sign that nothing is over. I feel like we've reached the point here where this is like nothing is over. Like anything can come back
Anything goes
at any time.
I predict Jaws is coming back.
Oh, I would love that. I love Jaws.
But the original, he didn't really explode.
Oh.
Remember Jaws 15? What was it in Back to the Future? Wasn't there like a Jaws 15 or something like that?
It was in 3D, but they already did a 3D one.
What would be the biggest like return for streaming service to get? I feel like
biggest return for a service.
I feel like Dallas. I feel like Dallas would be like a big.
Yeah.
Didn't they do that already? Didn't they try something like that?
They brought Dallas back on something. Yeah, they did like a couple of episodes.
It or retooled it or whatever the hell they call it now. But yeah, Dallas would be MASH would be huge.
MASH, Friends.
I think Cheers. They could still do Cheers.
Oh, I know you like Cheers, right?
Cheers is fantastic. I still watch it to this day. It's on Hulu. And it's great.
Yeah, he binge watches that.
They bring that back.
I think we're so.
I never liked that show.
What, Cheers?
Yeah, I was never into it.
Oh, I think
so good.
Yeah, I think Cheers can come back. I think we're so in a territory where these streaming services are so desperate for content and shows that I think Roseanne will actually get her show back for a third time. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, okay. Good luck.
They could be like, you know what? Enough time has passed. Let's give Roseanne that show back again and see what happens.
You know what? What time is it? Yeah, we could give her back her show.
I think the season premiere coming up on Parler. The whole show. It's just going to be on Parler.
Definitely.
That would be fantastic. All right. So Hero Soap Company, they're our proud sponsor. We love those guys. They just do an incredible job at making the best soap that I've ever had, for sure. Everything in here is 100% natural. There are no chemicals whatsoever. It's made right here in the USA. Veteran-owned company. When you buy a bar, they send a bar over to the troops. And, of course, when you grab a subscription, which you could save 20% off of right now when you use the promo code Anthony, they use that money to go and build homes for veterans so they can live mortgage-free. It is incredibly kind and incredibly nice. Speaking of incredibly kind and incredibly nice, let's talk about Barstool Sports and the Barstool Fund, which is just blowing up right now, absolutely everywhere. This is an idea that happened. Now, Barstool Sports, for people who don't know, is how would you describe it, Janine? A sports, but kind of like comedy, kind of.
Sports comedy.
It's a website. Yeah, it's a website. They got really great stuff up there. Leaders in internet companies. You could basically say sports and comedy. And last time we talked about Barstool, we talked about I was about to say GoDaddy, about Call Her Daddy and that whole podcasting thing that blew up. That was a whole big thing. But what happened was the founder of Barstool Sports, Dave Portnoy, was doing a rant on social media one day, as he tends to do. And he was complaining about how the government really hadn't come through on the stimulus and how everybody was kind of dragging their feet. And Marcus Lemonis from, what's his show on CNBC?
That's his Latin name.
What is his show?
I forget. He does something.
Name.
He's one of these guys that goes around and saves businesses. He's Bar Rescue, but for businesses. Like he'll go in and he'll invest in a business, save it. Really good guy. His show on CNBC is actually pretty good. I'll watch that from time to time. He went out and called Portnoy out to his face, and he was like, "Why don't you put your money where your mouth is? Don't just, complain, and why don't you do something about it?" So Portnoy said, "Okay, I'll do something about it. I'll start a fund, and I'll kick in $500,000, and we'll go from there, and we'll help support some local businesses."
Wow.
I don't have the latest figures, but we are up over $20 million at this point. And
so all that's going to be divvied up to businesses around the country.
Well, here's
small businesses.
Here's what's interesting about Barstool Sports and why what is described as, and I don't agree with this, what is described as a juvenile macho website is actually better and more efficient than our own government. Well, maybe a little bit. Yeah.
Exactly. No, you're right, though.
I feel like
tends to gear a little more towards the male audience.
But I feel like with Call Her Daddy and all the other things that they're doing, they've really sort of broadened their horizons. They've
female counterpart.
I mean, of course,
female viewers. Yeah.
It's an odd thing, but I mean, as far as I understand it, Call Her Daddy is actually the biggest thing on Barstool Sports and has nothing to do with sports and it's female led and So, but yeah, basically to get back to what I was saying about why Barstool Sports being a juvenile company is better than our own government is what they're doing is they're taking a business and they're saying, we're with you. We got you covered. Whatever you need, whatever your need is, paying employees, whatever, staying open, we'll carry you through the pandemic. So it's not like we have $20 million and we're getting rid of $20 million. I mean, they're going to get rid of $20 million, but they're saying, okay, this is a business we identified as that really needs us. We got you from now until this is all over. And then they won't.
So they're only picking a select few small businesses?
They're picking a select few, but I don't even know how many businesses they're supporting at this point. It's a lot. I know that it's a lot of businesses at this point.
That's great. It's good, all good stuff.
I think, because the thing is, the small business
22
loans
million?
or whatever.
Yeah, 22 million. Go ahead. And growing.
The small business loans that they gave out to people when the pandemic started, they didn't really disperse them the right way.
No.
They gave one to Shake Shack. Hello.
The LA Lakers got one. Remember, we talked about all this.
So now he's picking small businesses, in fact, one that's right in my neighborhood, one of the last standing record shops. They're well known, but they were failing. So I actually just saw a video earlier. They posted that they were so grateful that they got money.
Yeah.
So good for them.
That's what's so great about, and again, credit Dave Portnoy for this. He knows how to garner attention because he's making these FaceTime calls and recording them and putting them out. And so you actually get to see the reaction of these business owners as they get saved, and it's some of them are really, I haven't seen all of them, but some of them are very, very compelling and incredibly kind.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
That's the kind of stuff that the government doesn't see, and they don't understand what these small businesses are going through. And maybe some do, but when they do stuff like what they're doing now, jerking us around with stimulus checks and all that stuff, it's like, they don't see these kinds of videos.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll be honest, it changed my mind about him. Changed my opinion about him. Honestly.
Yeah, and see what I find interesting is too, and I've known about Barstool for a little while now. Like they've been incredibly kind with charities from early on in their days. Like the Ice Bucket Challenge was really kind of thrown into overdrive because of
I
them.
didn't even know it was.
And a lot of people don't know that. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. But they've been doing charity work for a really, really long time. So they're finally getting their due. I saw a piece on the CBS, was it, or maybe it was Good Morning America, and it was like pretty typical to like, you know, Good Morning America. They were like, oh, you know, Barstool Sports known for blah blah blah, and like naming all like their awful shit. And then going, but they're surprising everybody. And like to their people, though, I don't think anybody's really surprised because this has kind of been part of their pedigree for a super long time. By the way,
they hired a new PR person and they're getting the better word out or something. I don't know.
I know. See, I maybe, but I just think
it came from him. I think
it's
directly.
the videos. Yeah, I think it's the videos.
But if you're saying they've been doing stuff like this for a while, it's just nobody really has the inside knowledge about it.
Because they've also been doing super controversial stuff as well, and as you know, that's the stuff that gets talked about. Yeah. You know, it's when they're doing the story about controversy and blah blah blah, they don't go, oh, and by the way, they helped. You know,
we're donating. Yeah.
They don't put that stuff in those stories. Right. You know what I mean? So 107 over 100 businesses supported. Over $22 million, over 173,000 people have donated. And here's the genius in it too, is he's calling out like famous people. Like I think Aaron Rodgers donated $500,000 over the weekend. Yep. And that's awesome. He's had a couple of other people step up with $1 million here and $200,000 here. And he's given them props and he's given them their due. And Guy Fieri stepped up and, because he was running his own fund to help restaurants, and Guy Fieri stepped up and said, "We're going to be a part of this too." And so they're joining the mix.
Is Bezos doing anything?
Yeah, I mean,
the guy makes like a few thou every second.
He's made more than $22 million since we started this episode. Actually,
right.
That's the thing with Bezos.
I mean, you could take like a day's pay and maybe
I don't know
fix this whole friggin' thing.
I don't know, but when you look at what they're doing, and this like Marcus Lamone is calling him out. Him stepping up, the company stepping up, the fans stepping up, other famous people stepping up. I feel like this is why we've reached a point where we've reached with our government, why there's so much frustration and why there's so much just disgust in the process. Because, you know, if you go back and you look, like Janine was saying, you look at that first stimulus package and everybody got $1,200 or whatever they got, and businesses got like 8 weeks worth of stuff. That didn't do anything. And then we went 6, 7, 8 months with nothing. And then you go and look at this new package and you find out that we're giving money to this government and this cause, and all these millions of dollars are being doled out to things that probably need it. That government probably needs it, and this thing probably needs it. But right now, they're the people.
We're suffering. People are suffering.
We should be taking precedent. There should have been no money going anywhere else but the exact people who need it, because it is our money to begin with. You know, it's our money to begin with.
Oh, right.
And the Congress and, you know, all of them, they just don't understand. They don't get it. But I feel like this guy, you know, Portnoy gets it, and he knows how to work it, and he's doing something. And I think that's why people are responding so over the top for him, because they're so disgusted, you know, in our government let people just languish out. And then for a while there was all this talk of we'll back pay it. Like we'll be in there, we'll get it there, it'll be fine, it'll be great, it'll be this, it'll be that. And it was less this time around than it was the first time around.
I don't know what the hell they're doing.
I mean,
unless they do, and it's just sad.
It's awful. It's really, really awful. And I know that there's a lot of contention in the presidency and everything like that. But to be honest with you, you know, if you want to enact real change, you got to get rid of the senior most people in Congress is really what the issue is. I mean, the Pelosi's, the Schumers, the McConnells.
They're in so many people's pockets.
All of them, Grant, like both sides. This is not a Republican Democrat issue. This is you've been here for 20, 30 years and things have progressively gotten worse. I don't know any other profession where you get to still keep your job and that happens.
Well, you get elected. You know, they keep getting elected.
Why?
People keep electing them.
Yeah, I
know, but and it's a hard system because typically those people, your Nancy Pelosi's, your Mitch McConnell's, they're the best fundraisers. So that's why the party puts more into them to help get them reelected because they're going to go and bring that return back. And it's this vicious sort of cycle that happens. But if there's anything that I hope the people can understand, and again, I know people are upset about the presidency and all that, but that's not nearly as important as your focus should be put on your representatives and your senators, because that's where you can make the most impact. You do a little bit of an overturn on there and things are going to start to change. The problem is if that person is a Republican, Republicans don't want to vote for the Democrat. And if that person's a Democrat, the Democrats are, and they never put a challenger up in a primary against these people. They'll never, ever do it. So you have to wait for some independent to come in and do it. And it's almost nearly impossible.
Nobody votes for the independent.
But nothing will ever change unless you get these older senior position holders out and you start over fresh. President, we know we can. We're not going more than 8 years with one of those people. But some of these senators are sitting there for 20, 30 years, and
That's insane.
They've progressively gotten worse. So
I don't know why there aren't term limits on senators and Congress people.
Something to talk about for sure. But kudos to the Barstool Fund because they're doing great work.
Above my pay grade.
Yeah, and they're doing it the right way. Like I said, they're picking a business and they're going, we're going to ride this out with you for the rest of the way till you don't need it anymore.
The way to do it.
Oh, I love them.
There should be more places doing that. The big guys helping out the little guys.
Our government should be doing it.
Right.
It's crazy.
But they're not.
That's crazy.
So, the rich have got to step up a little bit now.
Yeah. Armie Hammer was trending late Sunday because supposedly he's had some DMs leak. Now, we'll say this under the alleged tag here.
Yes.
And I have a couple and Frank has a couple. I don't know, I don't know how much credence we could put into some of these, but some of these are just like psychotic.
Insane?
Yeah. Let me read mine and then we'll let Frank read his. He was, and do we know who he was DMing, Frank? It's just
don't know. He recently, I believe, got divorced. But I don't know who this person is. I think it's just a woman that he knows. I'm not sure who. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, people are saying that these are fake, and maybe they're fake. They could be fake.
It's very possible.
I would be, if this comes out as fake, I would not be surprised. But
right, it's very out there
for entertainment value. Let's just read them anyway.
I mean, they're out there for everybody to see. It's not like we're uncovering something that nobody can just click on.
Yeah, and I would go ahead as far as to say that these are fake, actually, as I'm reading them. But if
they gotta be,
we'll read it. Oh my God!
To God, they're fake.
This one starts with, "Oh my God, that just made me so hard, and it makes me confused as to why. Is that even possible? So hard, thinking of holding your heart in my hand and controlling it when it beats. I am 100% cannibal. I want to eat you. That's scary to admit. I've never admitted that before. I've cut the heart out of a living animal before and eaten it while still warm."
What?
That's fun, huh?
That's nice. That's romantic. Honestly, Hallmark should really step up their game after reading this.
I got to admit, though, if you're going to make a movie about a cannibal, the name Armie Hammer
right
kind of fits that
right
character. You name your cannibal Armie Hammer, you're gold.
Hannibal Lecter's brother, Armie Hammer.
Armie Hannibal Lecter. So you have any more?
There was another one that said, "Every time I billy doop someone in their caboose section.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Since
what does Billy Duke mean?
You know how we make the babies. There,
we're
Janine.
keeping this PG-13.
Yeah.
Every time I F you, okay.
Trying not to.
Every time I Billy Dupe.
Trying not to get demonetized. Trying not to get demonetized.
Go ahead.
Every time I skiddly bop someone in there, since you, the only way I can finish
arrive
at the terminal is if I pretend I am with you in your caboose section.
Okay, you need to send me this tweet because I did not understand anything.
At least that's not being accountable. That's at least just dirty talking, I think.
To which the person said, "Really?" And he replied, "Yes," which is a great comeback for that sort of a thing. Like, really?
No,
yeah.
I'm kidding.
And then there was another one, and this came from. I couldn't read what? What did I miss?
I don't know.
The response. Yes.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yes.
Yes. Confirmed.
Why not?
We've all kind of been in that relationship when somebody gets into the dirty talking and they're like, "Do you like that?" And you're like, "Yep, I really like that." You're like, "I know you like that."
Affirmative.
And you're just like, "What's happening right now?"
Huh?
Is that good? Is that how you like it? That's how I like it. I know that's how you like it. You know that's how I like it.
Stop it.
Okay, sorry. Maybe I'm just a bad dirty talker. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not great at it.
You're killing it for me.
So then,
Frank likes it getting hard.
So
what?
Why are you texting me that you're getting hard, man? That's not right.
I'm just trying to be honest.
He accidentally sent it to the group text, so he just wrote, "I'm hard. I like it. Keep going."
Frank just texted me that he's 100% cannibal and he wants to eat me. Now it's getting really strange.
It's got to be me. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Somebody. So then
accountable for life.
The next one says here, somebody, I can't read it, it's cut off, it says, or just insulting. So the person says, "Okay, I admit it, it's all fake. The DMs, the photos, the audio, it's not even him, just someone who sounds like him, a lot like him, but funny, wasn't it?" And the person said, "The cannibalism was a bit much." And the person responded, "I'll try harder next time."
What?
So it's not him.
So that was the person, they were calling out the person saying like, "Oh, these were fake," and blah, blah, blah. And supposedly the person who put them all out admitted to them all being fake. But I don't know. It was still trending like.
What a weird thing to fake.
What
you
a
get that
weird
idea?
thing.
You're sitting there at home and you're going, "You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make up these DMs where Armie Hammer," like, who the hell cares?
Yeah, but there's other ones too that are, I don't know.
Why would you pick Armie Hammer? I'm going to make him a cannibal. I mean, where do you get this stuff? Where do you come up with that?
Oh, no, it's weird.
It's such a random thing.
Right?
It's out of nowhere. Armie Hammer. Like, I mean, I guess that's the beauty of it. No, like if you said,
yeah, but when you're at the beginning of a controversy and it's like, "Oh, this didn't really happen," and people are like, "Oh, okay," but then there's that like air of like, "But did it though really happen?"
What are you guys talking about right now?
Talking about like you think it could be real, but that that's where we all were for a second there. But now that it's confirmed fake.
And no, it's not confirmed fake. It's not.
All right. So
I mean, maybe it was, and I missed it somewhere. But supposedly some other person said that it was all fake.
Okay, I mean, that's just weird.
Is that as valid as me saying it's fake?
Well, didn't you have a couple of other ones, Frank? Or did I read them?
Here.
Go ahead, read the other ones that you have.
All right. He says, "Need your help ASAP, kitten. You around? I'll phone you later." She says, "Yes, how may I be of help, Daddy?"
Ooh.
He says, "Oh my God, when you call me like it, I get so horny.
Yes.
I need to drink your blood.
Oh.
Why the distance?" Did you get me?
No, say that one again.
Okay. She writes, I am yours, Daddy. I will help you. He says, I need you to rent us a place and set it up with a list of things I'll mail you about. She says, of course, where? He says, I'm going to be so naughty and kinky with you there. Oh, the possibilities. Ha, ha, ha. And then in another one, the second one here, he says, you're my angel. You're made to save me. You're mine. You hear me? Say it now. She says, I am yours. I belong to you. He says, say that you're mine. M-I-N-E. I own you now. I'll own you forever.
Yeah, I like this.
She says, I do. I am yours, Daddy. There's more. He writes, good girl. Your body is so effing perfect, and it's mine, and I'm into you. I need your blood. I crave it. Will you give it to me tomorrow? Don't forget.
Go, Frank, go back to will you give it to me tomorrow? Go ahead. Will you give it to me tomorrow? Go ahead.
Will you give it to me tomorrow? Don't forget that you're mine. Then she says, that topic, once again, it is very intense. He says, I'm intense. I need your blood. I want you to feed it to me.
Oh, I mean, I can't even take this right now. I'm not even lying. I like this.
You like this.
And I'm going to use it tonight.
Listen, it doesn't make you a bad person, Janine. Here's why I have this feeling that these could be
I wish.
that these could be real. And by the way, I'm not saying that they're real. This is all alleged. Don't sue me, Armie.
I hope this is real. Okay?
Because back in 2017, Armie was caught liking a bunch of BDSM posts on Twitter.
So you know what?
Well, there's a big difference.
This is true. This is absolutely 100%, 1,000% true. Sorry. I'm calling it right now on the show. I'm calling it right now.
There's a little bit of a difference between that and wanting to hold someone's heart and control its beats.
There is, but when
their blood.
When you're at liking BDSM posts in 2017 and 4 years have gone by, you have to incrementally get a little crazier. So that's where you want.
Is that how that works?
Exactly. Like, yes. At first, he's like liking the post, reading them. Oh, I like this. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do this. And then he goes straight to like drinking blood and wanting to control the heartbeat.
Yeah.
I like
the only logical way to go.
I'm not going to lie. I like that.
Now, what's weird, though, is like I'm basing all of this has nothing to do with him. I'm basing this all on the character that he played in Social Network.
Network?
That's basically it. Yeah.
When he was the Winklevoss twins?
He played the Winklevoss twins in the Social Network. He played both parts, obviously. And he's like this like intense kind of a guy. And it wouldn't
surprise you.
It doesn't surprise me, but I realize how dumb that sounds because he was acting, you know, he could not be like that at all, but he was really good at it. So I don't know. It feels like
he was an athlete.
Now I'm going to have to watch his stuff. I'm going to have to watch his stuff and study him and see what kind of person he is.
Yeah.
You can't go by the acting. You have to go by watch interviews and stuff like that. Get a sense of his real persona.
Well, we'll see.
I hope this is a persona. I hope this is.
We'll see what happens.
I hope if it's real, I hope he's just talking dirty and he doesn't really mean that he wants to, eat someone and drink their blood or whatever.
Can one of you send the transcript to my husband and just write, can you whisper these words to Janine?
I'd prefer not to correspond with your husband that way. That's just me. Anthony, feel free.
Listen, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for you because I like Guy. I like your husband a lot.
Thank you.
I'm going to send him a message right now and be like, buddy, you might want to work this into the repertoire tonight because it's going to pay off for you.
It's available everywhere. It's all over Twitter. So good. Happy hunting.
Finally, somebody's doing a Metallica tribute album.
Oh, I know this.
You know what this is?
Old news. Come on.
Who?
Hit me with something I don't already know.
Who is it?
It's Miley Cyrus and Elton John backing her up on Nothing Else Matters.
Wow. Oh, that's nice.
No.
Yeah.
That was one song. That was one song.
Ooh.
one song.
She's doing a whole album. Miley Cyrus is doing a whole album.
She's going to do a whole album. Elton John, Chad Smith from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Yo-Yo Ma is going to be in on.
Yes.
Awesome. Yo-Yo Ma, maybe not Yo-Yo Ma. So they had a cellist tour with them a little bit for a few shows, and play with them on stage at concerts. They also, Apocalyptica is a band, a 4-person cello band that plays Metallica music.
Okay.
Among other music.
How do you know this? Okay.
How does he know it? This is all he knows. This is his whole life.
I know Metallica. Metallica's my jam.
Star Wars and Metallica.
No,
that's
never heard of them.
That's all he can do. But you like Miley Cyrus coming onto your turf? I can't imagine you'd be in favor of this, though.
I actually like her voice. I like the way.
I was going to say she's a good singer.
She's amazing. She has a great voice.
As she covers the last few covers she's done has been downright amazing. But I just feel like there's going to be a lot of revolt from Metallica people.
No, I mean it doesn't take anything. That's like when they make a remake of a movie. It doesn't change the original.
That's true.
You know, they're not
except
doing
if it's Star
anything
Wars.
to the old song.
Except if it's Star Wars. Hello.
Excellent point.
Right, Frank?
It doesn't.
Right
it doesn't change the originals.
Frank.
The originals are still there.
Bit of a Jar Jar Binks hit, though. A little bit of a hit there.
Oh well. No, but I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Miley. I'm a fan of Elton John.
Okay.
And if anybody's going to back up someone on a piano, Elton John's a great choice. I don't know if he's going to sing at all.
Be cool if he did.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Miley Cyrus, I got no problem. I mean, if she's a fan, it seems like, so go for it. I hope she'll do justice to the songs, and
she will.
It sounds like it's going to be good. She's a good singer. So
should Metallica return the favor? Do we need a Metallica covering Miley Cyrus?
Wrecking Ball.
Party in the USA.
Wrecking Ball.
Party in the USA.
Actually, Wrecking Ball is kind of made for like a heavy metal. Yeah.
Wrecking Ball that would rock. I can't be like a wrecking ball. Yeah.
I'm gonna punch your face in.
I'll punch a friggin' hole in the wall. Yeah.
But come on, the original Ride the Lightning fans, you really think that they're happy with the people that turned on Metallica in the last 10 years? You think they're going to be happy with this? There's no way.
Well, they've already turned
on Metallica.
So if they've turned on Metallica, they're already gone. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Metallica, they do something different every year. They do something weird. They keep things interesting. And it's not like, you know, they're changing anything. It's someone else covering them. Yeah, people cover Metallica all the time, and this happens to be someone huge that's going to cover them. That's pretty cool. I wonder who's going to be playing the instrument. I mean, is it her band? Is it going to be an orchestra? What's the music? The backing's going to sound like?
It's Billy Ray Cyrus. Your dad's going to be in on it. He's going to do.
All right, now I'm out.
Bye.
He's going to get in there and do
Sandman.
Achy Breaky Sandman. It's going to be fantastic. It's just going to be so good. It's going to be amazing. And finally, and we'll throw this one will be a little bit for Janine. Way better than Metallica, and I love Metallica.
I can't imagine.
But David Bowie, finally, his music is available on TikTok now. So you can do a TikTok with Bowie music.
I love it because I do like David Bowie.
Yeah.
David Bowie is legendary, but personally, Metallica.
Of course, you had to throw that
nothing
in
but
there.
respect. David Bowie is amazing. Was amazing.
Bowie or Miley?
Oh, Bowie.
Okay, all right. I'm just checking. I didn't see if you.
But Miley's great. Miley's an amazing singer.
Yeah. Janine, how's the TikTok career going? Are you still blowing up? Has there been a new TikTok since the last one I saw?
There hasn't.
Oh my!
And
goodness.
I need to shake things up a bit. So maybe this week.
Keep it interesting.
You know what? I'm a little embarrassed posting my videos, but honestly, I know all the dances. Okay.
You know all the dances.
Like all the ones that are trending now.
Where do they come from?
People just make them.
Challenge.
Charlie DeMillo, or whatever her last name is. They literally
Make
all
up
come.
your own TikTok dance, and let's see if you can get it trending.
And what about if I put Metallica in the background?
If they're on TikTok, go for it.
I don't think they
know
are.
if they are.
I don't know if they are, actually.
We'll see.
But yeah, I challenge you to make up your own, the J Sab.
Okay.
Yeah, but are you still embarrassed? Like, there's that whole, like, 30 and 40-year-olds are like, we're taking over TikTok and we're doing it.
It's true.
So
it's true.
We got to ruin everything.
And, like, not for nothing. Like, a lot of these, like, the popular TikTokers, they're, like, dancers. Like, that's their careers.
Yeah.
And I could do the dances. So, you know what? I'm going to post it.
Do it. We'll call it the J Dab.
Ooh.
There you go.
The J Sab Dab.
I'm telling you. You just got to do some kind of weird thing with that.
There you go. All right. So look for a Bowie / Metallica TikTok from J Sabs in the near future. Anything else? You guys good? Anything else there?
I'm just excited about this week. We'll see what goes on.
It's going to be a fun, exciting week.
What is hanging on your coat rack, Frank?
Oh, this is a Christmas present that I got.
Oh, God.
It is Mandalorian.
Socks. Oh, my God.
Mandalorian socks.
The child.
Oh, there you go.
It's got a little Baby Yoda.
There you go.
Grogu. I don't know what the other two are. We got a little Mandalorian symbol. And there's the man himself.
There you go.
Do you have Mandalorian underwear yet?
I don't have Mandalorian underwear, but I have a crap ton of Star Wars themed socks.
Oh.
I do have. This is only 3 pair. This is a drop in the bucket.
How many?
I'm sure you have a lot more, right?
How many pairs of Star Wars socks do you have?
At least 12.
Well, one last Christmas I got a 10-pack.
Big year.
10 pairs, all different. Like one had Chewbacca on it, one had R2D2, and all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, we'll see.
I have a ton. I hate Star Wars.
You hate him.
The best. Man. You guys.
On that.
You guys don't even know.
On that
man.
note,
we
need to go now.
We'll leave it there. We've clearly hit the bottom of this episode. All right. Appreciate you guys watching or listening all the way to the end. AnthonyOnAir.com has all our links and info. Don't forget to subscribe to our second channel, Anthony on Air clips, single topic shows, and highlights from the full on podcast right here. And don't forget to check out the merch store. Somebody was showing some love for Show Me Potato Salad the other day, which was really really nice. So appreciate that as always. So thank you guys so much for all the support. AnthonyOnAir.com for links and info, and we'll catch you on the next episode.